Just jump right in.
Who the fuck's Craig?
Someone tell me who Craig is.
And if he has robot energy.
Alright, see y'all later. I'm gonna use that same joke every time. I don't know what the fuck to say, bro.
Yeah, how come it starts off so slow every time?
Huh?
We got to get picked up into it.
Starts off so slow every time.
It's because we're fucking half retarded, bro. We gotta work our way into it.
As you
Y'all
can
ain't bring
tell,
nothing
Seth's not
I got
with us.
stage fright. I can't piss with anybody watching.
Seth couldn't make it today. If he would, every ass on the East Coast wouldn't have had a keychain in it.
cool.
He had serious job work to do.
He's taking care of business.
Keeping the keychain franchise alive.
Yeah, by business he means his asshole. Hey. What a gay.
Stupid.
We're like 2 days past.
Better late than ever, baby.
Better late than fucking never.
Y'all seen anything cool lately?
I seen the opposite like 20 minutes ago.
So yeah,
what?
when I look into the mirror.
Fucking, you know how King of the Hill's back?
Oh yeah.
The dude that plays John Redcorn was just walking around Austin, Texas for the, like, getting ready for the premiere. And he was just shot and killed.
No fuck.
Swear to God, like 40 minutes ago.
Damn.
Damn.
Are they like?
Swear on
Are they
everything.
like? Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, like he was legit back in the show, like came back as his character and everything, and he was for real was just shot and killed. Could have been a hate crime.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, he was native and gay, so like it could have been a hate crime. He had two things going wrong for him in Austin, Texas, but that's for real sad, bro. John Redcorn's like one of the coolest people on that show.
That's fucked up.
God, man. I don't know what the fuck. Of course, the day after the trailer comes out, someone shoots him.
That is crazy.
Oh, damn it, Bobby. You would have thought his ancestors would have protected him, but
They've been probably reborn as a wolf or something.
oh, you know it. You know it's true.
Probably.
Or a gay ferret.
Why a ferret?
I don't know. That's what popped in my head.
So, is it like new episodes or is it like they're just redoing the old ones?
No,
it's
Bobby's
new.
like literally a fucking grown up now.
Bobby like 25, bro.
Hey, did you notice in the trailer? Because or not the trailer, but like the new opening scene, it shows them move away from their house and then they move back.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know what I mean? And Bobby's grown. But did you notice Ladybird's not in there?
Yeah, they said Ladybird's dead. The dude that played Dale Gribble's dead. He like died in real life, but I seen Dale in the trailer, so I never watched King of the Hill. I've maybe seen like 30 episodes, and I only remember the one where the jazz dude's like hiding in Walmart. I've always been an American Dad man myself, so. But I have respect for King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch the new one. Fuck, I might go back and rewatch the old one.
Yeah.
American Dad's just the only show, like, out of Family Guy and stuff. Like, I know a good couple hundred bad episodes of Family Guy, but there's also episodes of Family Guy that will literally have you coughing up a fucking kidney. I've just never seen a bad American Dad episode. They're all good. That's just why I like it. I mean, you can click on any episode, you're gonna get some comedy gold, bro.
Yeah,
for real.
You know what I mean? It was either Joseph or Seth or Dakota. It was one of y'all three that said that Family Guy sometimes has jokes that you don't know who it's targeting.
Yeah, for real. It
Mhm.
does.
Oh yeah, like they be saying random names. I don't even know who the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah. I feel like that's the only reason it's not as good as American Dad. American Dad don't try to do that. They just they're just funny.
Yeah. American Dad's got Roger too. Roger beats Stewie any day.
Dude, Roger and Stan are legit two of the funniest motherfuckers. I swear to God, dude. Like Peter's good, but like Stan Smith is just the perfect face. He's just dumb as
Like
fuck.
he's dumb as hell, bro.
That bit All American.
Oh yeah, I love that shit. Bro. And fuck, Steve's good too. Like Chris, I don't like Chris that much. Like I don't have no opinion.
Yeah.
Steve's fucking great. Meg, I don't like. I like Haley. Like every character on American Dad, I like. I don't like too many people in Family. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Not hating on no Family Guy lovers out there.
Bobby look crazy, bro.
Dude, Bobby looks for real great. Somehow I'm guessing he's like 30 years old now, and the motherfucker still looks 16. To me, at least. He looks like a child to me. He just has like a mustache.
Yeah.
He does gotta be way older now, don't
I feel like, I mean, it might only be like goddamn 6 years later. I mean, it might not be that long.
It says he'll be 21 years old in the show.
Mm. Yeah, that makes a little sense. He still don't look 21, but I guess it depends on. He got a baby face, sir.
he? Yeah.
So who knows? Shit, I'll watch it though.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Well, welcome to the most boring podcast you've ever heard.
We're just going to talk about Bobby.
Yeah.
This is the Bobby Hill podcast, baby.
That's what happens when you play video games.
This is the John Boy and Bobby podcast.
What y'all been playing?
Cyberpunk. And then
Apex.
me and Eric played Apex last night.
Yeah, Bug said he'll try it again. Like
It was
it
actually
depends
pretty fun. I couldn't get
Yeah.
into it last time I tried it, but I liked it this time.
That's what
I guess
Bug said.
because, like I said, I've been playing games now. When I tried it last time, it's like I came back from a big old stint. Like I said, I couldn't even play Minecraft without dying.
I was telling Bug last night, like when I used to play, I didn't get mad at it. Like for some reason, with all my anger issues, video games has never been the button like pusher. But I used to get like scared. I used to get like so into it. I'm like, I gotta do good. I gotta do good. But last night I just got on. Me and Joseph was just fucking chilling, and dude, I was doing really good. For the first fucking time ever.
Yeah, that shit was fun.
Yeah, it was just fun. Like I just wasn't trying to think about it. I jumped in the day, played against bots, won a game, jumped into the regular game, won a game, and then just got off. Like I was like, damn, this is actually fun.
I like when I win.
I like when even when me and Joseph jumped in and got immediately fucking just murdered, it was still fun.
Yeah. We did make it like to the 4th team left that one time.
Yeah, we did that one time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been playing that in Red Dead Redemption. I started the OG one again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that bitch is. I'm like real OCD when it comes to games. Like I can't watch Harry Potter without watching all. Like I can't jump into Fantastic Beasts and not watch Harry Potter. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I gotta watch like the whole thing. It's a fucking pet peeve. And I read like goddamn
You
hours.
rewatch a lot of things. A lot.
I do. I rewatch a bunch of shit. I only try something new if I know for a fact it's gonna be good. Like when I jumped into Game of Thrones, I had to know for years that people were like, "Nah, bro, this." You know what I mean? Like when shit first comes out, people's like, "It's the best thing ever." But when they
Yeah.
keep saying it after like season 6, then it's probably a pretty good fucking show. Like it probably at least ain't gonna be shitty. So
Now
I'll
you
jump into
read Red Rising too.
Yeah, exactly. Like you told me about Red Rising. If that bitch has got 7 books, it's probably not terrible. Like I never buy into the hype. Like at least I know it's not gonna be bad. So fuck, I'll try.
Yeah.
And then you'll find some good shit like Breaking Bad. Like I said, never believed the show about the shit it's about would be that good. It's probably the best show ever.
Breaking Bad was pretty good.
It's really fucking good. Like,
I never watched it.
dude, it's good. Like, goddamn. Like Game of Thrones, I would say is the best show ever, but it has like lows to get to the big highs. Whereas Breaking Bad is just good. from start to fucking finish. It's just good. Like, I don't know how, but it's just that good. Sons of Anarchy is good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you damn right. Fuck, I'm trying to think of what else. Just random shit. Red Dead's good. Like, I tried to play the second one first because of my pet peeve, but people were like, please play the first one if you're gonna do both of them again. Because it's weird going from John's character in the first one to the second one. Or just from the second one to the first one.
Kind of like losing out on like half a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his character in the first one is very different from the second one because, you know, one came out fucking 13 years after the other. But I really don't get what people are talking about because now that I'm playing the first one, John don't really bother me. Apparently, they were like, he's more fleshed out in the second one than the first one. I mean, he ain't bothering me. Like, he's real fucking cool. Goddamn, he's just as cool. Honest to God, I'm liking him better in the first one than the second one. He's a big whiny baby in the second one. So I really don't know what people are talking about, but it is nice getting to play that game again. It's really fucking good, dude.
I just been playing Borderlands 3.
That'll do
Yeah.
it. That'll
I'm
do
ready
it.
for it to come out.
I'm ready for him to quit janking me around and remake Bully.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, that shit was awesome.
Dude, going back and playing old Rockstar games, you realize, Jesus, man, they were ahead of the fucking time. But
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
I didn't
bro.
know True Crimes had a movie.
does
Huh?
it?
Yeah, it's like after the game too.
What does?
Like Streets of
True
LA, is that
Crime.
what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, True Crimes. Yeah, Streets of LA, baby.
Yeah. We looked up that chick from what's her name from SVU last night, and she plays in it.
Is it
Yeah.
based off the game, though?
Yeah, it showed like all three characters from all the games on the front cover. It said True Crimes the movie, and it showed like everybody. It showed the Korean dude and the black dude and all that. Showed everybody. You
That
know,
was a cool game,
Prototype's
bro.
being remade.
I don't think I ever got into Prototype.
I didn't either. I ain't never
I
played.
remember it being cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember I had that life size character thing
Yeah.
cut out.
Bro, you know what's a good game to go back and play? Like I said, a bunch of old games, it's like a coin flip of how good it held up. But the Fable games, god damn, brother.
Yeah. I just
I
beat the
could play
first
it.
one again.
Did you for real?
Fable?
Mhm.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Last year I went back and played all of them. Them bitches are good.
I gotta play. I'm ready for the fucking fourth one, dude.
Me too. That shit looked so good, and that was like pre-alpha shit. It looked better than most games now, and it's like early build, bro.
You have to in the fourth one coming out, you have to play as the chick, right?
I don't think so. I would,
By the dialogue and stuff, it looks like that she's the main character.
yeah, but with Fable, I
That
just
might
don't.
change like each character, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in Cyberpunk, like you could be a girl or a guy, but your name is the same.
Yeah, see, like Fable, you've always played as a boy, but like I don't. I just don't feel like they would do that. But they might. I mean, I don't care. I play with whoever, but
Like
if it's
myself.
still, yeah, if it's still Fable, hey, I'll play with myself right now. But as long as the core Fable is in it, like I'm good. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
As long as you can kick chicken.
Goddamn, like Maryland
Chicken
never
chaser.
played any any of the games, and I started the first one last year. And like the first 10 minutes, that kid runs up to me. He's like, "You just gonna stand there like a lemon?" And she's like, "Jesus Christ!" That's it, bro. That's Fable, baby.
Fucking British people, bro.
Dude, I
For
swear
real.
to God, bro. That game
Dudes
is
are
silly.
fucking wild.
They're good though, bro. They're like wild in a good way. Fuck
Yeah, I
that.
gotta play the second one again.
Yeah, the
I think
second
the
one.
second one is the only one I haven't played.
The second one's my least favorite. Not
Really?
like a bad way, but yeah, people hate the third one. That's like the one that
I
killed the
love the third
franchise.
one, bro.
Dude, the third one's my
Third
favorite.
one was good.
It's the best one to me. You got to do the most shit. I don't know why. I love the fucking third one. I guess people didn't like it, but I don't give a fuck. I love that, bro. I love playing it on the 360. You can unlock like the king uniform for your like avatar. That shit
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
That was really cool.
That was super cool. I missed that. Being able to like get shit unlocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to play the Batman games. You can get like Batman, the Joker uniform. Like, they don't do shit like that anymore.
Yeah, dude, like when I got my Xbox and like you can make like your avatar on there. I was like, bro, that shit's fucking crazy. Because like I remember that shit from like a long time ago. You can get like Modern Warfare 2 shit, dress your person up. I'm like, dang, bro, those were the days, bro.
Dog, I swear, Bubba. You can get like Gears of War armor nowadays. If they came out with it, you'd have to pay for that shit.
Yeah.
It used to be rewarded from just playing the game. I miss that. Yeah, that was simpler times. It really was.
I heard Black Ops 6 is adding ads into the game.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm not trying to be mean or old, but like, I don't get the point of if you still play Call of Duty, that shit's lame now. I don't know why. Like, the online's probably just as good as it used to be, but
It's
I
fun.
remember playing Call of Duty, when it was about the fucking story.
Yeah.
I haven't played the last like 5 of them. I haven't played the story to them. I just played the online.
That's all
Exactly.
I am. I just play online.
And that's cool, but like, I miss when there was both. You know what I mean? People used to get hyped up about the story of the old Call of Duties.
Yeah, I
Now,
know.
no one gives a fuck.
They're ruining it.
Everything's ruining everything, be fair.
Bro, I remember going to like competitions, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
Empire
fun.
Games, bro.
Bro, that shit was so fun.
Eat pizza and play games.
That shit was
That's the good old
crazy.
days, bro.
Back in the day, bro.
Back in the
Hey,
day,
I
baby.
can't say that all the ones I did go to, I either got like, I got first like one time, and then I got like second and third the other ones. That
Hell
one
yeah.
guy I played at Walmart, dude. That dude there was crazy.
That guy was camping, bro.
Yeah, he was. You remember him?
That was like literally the main rule, and like that's literally all he did, and he still
Yeah,
won.
you are right. He did camp on me bad.
See, that's why last night Joseph was like, Eric, you're doing so good. To me, no, I'm not. I'm used to playing with Joe and Jimmy, and them motherfuckers take that shit mega serious. Well, maybe Jimmy not as much. He's just good. But like, the people they play with are like mega serious. Like, they'll be like, do this, do this, go do that. I'm like, brother, I'm just trying to have fun. If I get killed, I don't care.
that's what
I
I'm
really
saying,
don't
bro.
care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck, son. If I get really upset, I'll just go play The Last of Us. I don't give a fuck. This ain't life or death to me, bro.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
my
trying to
favorite.
chill, bro.
Yeah, fuck.
It's like I got a baby crying in the background. I'm just trying to relax.
That's what I'm saying.
Real dude.
When I get a single kill, I'm like, fuck yeah, dog.
That's what's
That's
cool
how
about
I
I
am,
love
bro.
Borderlands and stuff because you can chill and play Borderlands with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I hope Bug, I hope you for real jump on Apex Legends. I hope it's good for you, just like it was good for me and Joseph last night. It's something about jumping on a free game that you don't have any like any investment into. You're just, bro, I'm just jumping in, bro.
Just jumping in.
I'm just chilling. Everything's free. Like, everything on it you can unlock by just playing it.
That's the best kind of stuff.
That for real is the best kind. Like, Joseph got like legendary outfits or some shit last night from literally playing 20 minutes.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I looked up and got one in one of those packs you open. You win for playing, getting kills and stuff. Even though I didn't get no kills.
Hey, he got kills, bro.
I play Call of Duty and I'm like first and second place every time I play Apex and I lose in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's a different.
Yeah.
It's a
Once I
different
get used
ball
to it
game.
though, it'd be different. It's a different pace.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
different pace. Yeah, I felt like that's the only reason.
And everybody's got shields and stuff, so it's not like I'm just like killing people on like 3 shots.
It's very ability oriented. I noticed that
Yeah.
Joseph kept not using his abilities. I feel like
Yeah.
that's what's holding. Yeah, Like each people for real. Like last night, I played as the healer bitch, and I completely forgot that. Like, say if Joseph went down, you would have to stand over him with no guns and pick him back up. But if you play as the healer woman, she drops a robot that automatically picks you up and heals you.
That's fire.
We wasn't doing none of that shit last night. We
Yeah, we
definitely
wouldn't
could
do
have
none
won.
of that.
No, yeah, I'm telling you, we could have won easily, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Call of Duty, I don't think has stuff like that. Like I know there's like perks and shit, probably, but
Yeah.
no ability.
Yeah, I just been playing Borderlands.
All that, yeah, but I just I've been playing Kenny Borderlands.
Kenny G.
That man's probably still playing Borderlands on a 360.
It probably is, bro.
Asking you if you're looking at his wife's ass. which I for sure was. That's the first thing I said to him, but I was like, hey, maybe. Probably. Hey, them Davises got some fucking hind end on them. That ain't my fault.
That's crazy.
That is
Damn.
damn.
Hey, y'all see where
Hey.
Elon Musk is about to send those robots he built to Mars to go ahead and start building stuff for us to get there?
Do I
real?
fucking hope.
Yeah, he's sending
That'd be cool.
robots first to go ahead and start building buildings and all kind of stuff and setting it up for humans to get there and be established.
We
So
cannot let the government get there before us.
Huh?
We can't let the government get there and establish themselves before us.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to be right now 2.0.
I'll shoot him.
I dare him to take my guns.
Come kiss me for
They said, come kiss me on the lips. You take all my shit.
it.
Fucking hell, bro.
Nah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd go to Mars, bro, if they let me.
Yeah, me too, shit.
So why not?
I feel like that's 100% what they're going to do. I genuinely believe that that's what's going to get underlings, like regular people, away from the government, is that they're not going to send them over there. They're going to be like, hey, what families want to volunteer to go do this shit? And then we're going to go there. We're either going to die. If we don't, we're going to establish ourselves. So when they come in like, hey, remember how we told you to come here? Now we run it. We're going to be like, hey, baby. That ain't how it works.
Said, nah, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how the rebellion starts.
Is have they like built anything here?
Not
The
yet.
robot?
Have they built anything here?
Yeah.
Um,
Like a test run?
Honestly, I don't know. Like I said though, I watched videos of them doing like the Dougie and shit like that and jerk and stuff like that.
Yeah, they can shoot guns and shit if you program them.
Yeah. They learned all these dance moves by just watching the video on YouTube. So I watched a video of them which China's got robots that are better than Tesla's robots already. Like I watched this one robot where this dude was like jumping and kicking this bitch in the back and stuff like that, trying to knock him over, and he just kept catching himself. He just wouldn't fall, dude. All kind of different shit, bro. Like I saw a robot spin kick and disarm a dude that had like a sword. Yeah, I know. I was like, Jesus, dude, please don't send Chinese robots over here.
Well, they got to. They running out of people, but
Yeah.
they got like half their fucking populations over the age of 50.
China?
Yeah, you hear about that shit?
No.
Nah, ain't
when
they
they
like the most populated country?
Yeah, but it's all old people.
Technically,
That's like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's like for real fact. When they were
But
killing
a lot of China's land is land. It's not
Yeah.
it's not big ass fucking
They're
cities like
dense.
metropolises like we got.
They're densely populated, but like
Yeah.
when they were killing the daughters and shit, like they ran out of girls So then there was less and less and less. That's like a big thing over there. They have like a high suicide rate because dudes can't find partners and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because you fucking killed all the women, bro. You thought that wasn't gonna have an outcome in 30 fucking years?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen?
Yeah. They also they're it's fucked up in China, dude. It's really fucked up.
It's sad because the people are good people, like that. You know what I mean? Just like anywhere, it ain't the people's fault. Of course, they just suffer.
There's this thing that I had wrote down about China. It's supposed to be like a part of like an episode that's supposed to be like way later on, but it's just like how their system works over there. They have like a credit system, but it's called like a social credit. So it's like I don't know where I wrote all this stuff down. I just give you like a rundown of it. But it's like if you don't do what you're supposed to, then you are then you're then you're
Yeah.
my bad. Fuck, bro. All right, so it's like if your social credit gets like put down by like say if you don't go to work like you're supposed to, school, pay your taxes, shit like that, then it's like you lose social credit, and as social credit denied like goes down, then you lose certain abilities to do things like you can't buy train tickets, plane tickets get denied from you. Um it's just different shit like that. It's like you might want to go see a concert, but you can't because you ain't been good this year. Type shit. You know what I mean?
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's what they got going on over there. And
Bomb China.
What'd you say?
I know the Chinese chicken, baby.
It's that bomb China.
I wish shit was like Psychopaths, bro. I don't know if y'all ever seen. Yeah, like the show Psychopaths. That shit is the way to go, bro.
I want to watch it, but I ain't seen it yet.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, they got like
anime.
It's a really good anime. Like you can't say it's an anime. You know what I mean?
I heard it's really good, dude.
Yeah, it's taken away from like I don't like it. I mean, I love anime, but people like Bug that don't watch it, calling it an anime for him, he would genuinely get into it.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, we beat up the big strong bad guy. That's not how it is.
Yeah.
It's literally a world where like they have like cameras everywhere, and they found a way to read it's called a psychopath. It's your brain. It literally can tell you if you're a criminal before you ever commit a criminal act.
Yeah.
So like they don't like they have a gun, like the cops, if they scan you and you're like not crazy evil, it literally won't even let them shoot you. It'll just like stun you. Yeah. And if you're evil, it'll fucking liquidize you, dog. One hit. Fucking explode you.
They liquidize.
I swear to God. I bet you'll literally transform and hit you once and you literally blow in half.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
It's cool because it blurs the line. Like, because that's a cool system, it also, you ask the question of how do you determine if someone's bad?
You're going to have a thought to kill somebody in 10 years. Let's go ahead and kill you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. Like, the main character is this dude that used to be like, the way cops work is there's like the actual not criminal people. There's like usually two, and they lead people called dogs, and they're criminals. And the main dude, the main character, used to be a detective, and his best friend was murdered. So to catch the killer who was serial killing people and fucking like literally like cut his friend up and posed him like his arms like a flower and shit.
It's pretty cool.
So to catch him, he had to, you know what I mean, start going into that mindset, and then he became a criminal. So he lost his job and all that shit. Like, that's the question. It's like, is he really bad? He had to change his mindset to catch this motherfucker. So how can you say he's bad?
So what's up with like if it's like, what happens if I scam the cop that's gonna shoot me 10 years from now? It's like, hey, you're gonna scan and shoot this dude in like 10 years. So to stop that, we're gonna go ahead and kill you because you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not as like, hey, he's gonna commit a murder in 10 years. You have multiple chances. Like, say Kogami, he's the main character. his subordinate, his partner, his other partner, came up to him multiple times and was like, "Hey, your hue it's by color." They're like, "Hey, your hue's getting darker. Like we are noticing that you are starting to slip a little bit." Because they only hire to be like the cop people. You have to have like a pure fucking hue, like really be like kind of like innocent, like how it should be. And they're like, "Hey, bro, you're getting tainted. Like, take this medicine, take a week off, come back, and your color will get better." And he's like, "Nah, fuck no. I'm gonna kill this bitch." And they
Shit.
can't use guns; they have to use the police guns. And he like straight found the old world gun, which is just what we use. He'll bop you in the goddamn head. Black.
Black, black.
That's why I like that shit. Yeah, like because the system can be wrong. Like the main bad guy, not to spoil fucking too much, but the main bad guy, he somehow cannot be read as bad. So he could legit hold someone by the head and be slitting their fucking throat while you're pointing the gun at him, and it doesn't register.
For the greater good.
Yeah, he's legit like, "Fuck, shoot me, bitch." Oh wait, you
For the
can't.
watch.
Yeah, no, like the shit's just good. Like I said,
Damn.
I would say if bugs don't like anime, wait until they make a live action, but they would fuck it up.
Yeah. Death Note's coming back too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I wish One Piece live action didn't exist, and that's coming from a pretty goddamn big One Piece fan. Because eventually they're going to get somewhere where they're going to fuck it up. You cannot take that crazy goddamn show and make it live action. It's going to eventually get to a point where it's like, goddamn, dude, there's like a big dragon in the sky. People are like turning into animals. Like, it's going to get crazy.
Oh, One Piece?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're pretty good bit into it. It's going to get to the point where it's going to be silly. Like, human beings can't look like anime characters.
No, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
cool. They're gonna do it right.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go that far. I think they're going to stop like a good bit early.
I think they got 10 seasons already like contracted out.
Well, then that's plenty enough to fuck it up. But it is what it is, bro.
What, like a live action TV show?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
made the One Piece. One Piece has the live action TV show. That's what you need to check out if you ever want to check out
I
One
thought
Piece.
I thought it was a movie. It's not a TV show. I mean, it's a TV show. It's not a movie.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
On
Dude,
Netflix.
they're killing it.
Yeah,
My
they
bad,
did
bro.
it good.
Yeah, they're doing it
That's
good.
what you need to check out. It's like none of the filler, straight story, and
It's
it's
not
like
an anime.
it's like 7 episodes long for the first season, and like you get the whole like 100 episodes put into those 7 episodes. But it's like good how they did it.
Yeah.
That's what you need to check out if you're never gonna watch the anime. You need to at least watch the live action because it's good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know. It is good. Like the shit that I'm saying is going to be hard to do or impossible. They're like not even bothering trying. So that might be what saves them from fucking up. Because you know how fans are. Like if they mess up one thing, that's
Yeah.
it. It's gone. Look
I
at
fucking
Last
hate
of Us.
fans, dude.
Me
I
too.
hate fans of anything. They're the fucking worst.
There's always them ones that are like neckbeard.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Last of Us season 2. Look at it. Season 1, gigantic. Season 2, it just got fucking demolished. And I mean, I could go on this whole podcast about what they did wrong, but I'm not going to like completely shit on the show.
I love it, bro.
They just made Ellie dumb. Ellie ain't supposed to be dumb. They like dumbed her down. That's like my only gripe with the show. Not that the bitch is shark ugly. It's because they made her stupid. Like shit's not supposed to be stupid. They trying to make everything Marvel funny these days. Why are y'all making jokes? Play the fucking game. What goddamn is funny about the game? Nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just tragic the whole way through.
Yeah, Dina's pregnant. Oh, I'm going to be a dad. No, you should be mad that your pregnant girlfriend just got shot through a fucking roof 10 minutes ago. What do you mean? Why are you happy? It just don't make sense. But it's like, okay, it's a show. Like, it's okay. It could be worse than the game because then I just got the game. It's fine. Like, I'm damn near about to beat the second one again. It is tragic, bro. There's a couple of times I had to pause and go, Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Dog. The show's just making everything like a fucking Marvel movie. And I ain't trying to hate on Marvel movies, but everything's fucking funny. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bug ain't watched them in a while, but there's like a joke in every 10 minutes, which I'm cool
What?
with in like Marvel movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they always have to have like comedic, like tension breaking. But that's why I like The Last of Us is that it's not funny. It's just genuinely tragic. Even Abby's shit, like people hate that you play as Abby. I fucking love playing as Abby because then I started liking some
Nah,
of these.
fuck with Abby, bro.
Yeah, I like some of her, like Manny. When Manny died, I knew the motherfucker was about to die. I literally paused the game after he died and just took a good 10 minutes of silence. Bro, I'm like, fuck. He spit
Went and
on
smoke a
Joe.
dude for him.
Yo, for that. He spit on my boy Joe, and I still was sad that he got. I was like, nah, Manny, what the damn. And to see, that's why I like it, because the more I looked into it, I was like, why the fuck was Manny so mad at Joe? He didn't kill his dad. But then replaying it the second time, he was one of the only person, him and Owen, that went into the room with Abby's dad and saw her react to her dad's death. So to Manny, it was probably more personal to him for Abby because he was there to see what her dad dying did to her. So, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the connection, they
Yeah.
don't have to be like, hey, Manny's the coolest one and the most, like, involved in her group. They never tell you that. You just either pay attention or you don't. The first time I never noticed it. The second time I was like, oh, okay. That's why he's so, like, ride or die. I'm like, okay, I fuck with that.
I fucks with that, bro.
I fuck with that, buddy. And Owen, dude, like, I don't know how you feel about Owen. He's my favorite out of Abby's group.
Oh, I probably gotta replay it again.
He's like Abby's love interest.
Oh yeah, him. The dude on the boat.
Yeah, he's like the only dude that feels bad for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll kill Joe, but like I don't want to. Like I get it. Like, dude, like he literally was like, Abby's like, grow up. And he was like, how do I do that, Abby? You want me to go hunt down the people that killed my parents and fucking beat them and torture them to death? Is that how I can grow up?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, bro. Like, damn, he straight called that bitch out. Because even though I would do what Abby did, you could see his point. He's like, what? No, not everybody has to hunt down the people that have wronged them and fucking beat them to death. Not everybody wants that. Some people are trying to move on.
Yeah.
That game's a masterpiece. People can kiss my ass, though. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
it is, bro.
It's better than the first one to me. Just because it improves on every way, in my opinion. The shit's just good. Like, I don't know any gripe. I don't know why people don't like the shit.
I'm gonna say grap.
Yeah. But hey, dog, they can gripe up my ass, dog.
Grap
Right
is
my
like
ass.
about something, but it's grape flavored. Hey, what time? What's our time?
Half past a monkey's ass.
Quarter to his cock, baby.
Nah, like 38 minutes.
Okay.
Time?
Yeah, this is the
I
last
brought some
episode.
bullshit too, but my shit's I chose a short one today.
Did you?
We'll see.
He's about to tell us about our Lord and Savior Cthulhu. Come on, Joseph. Go ahead and bore us to death.
Hey, fuck y'all.
I hit us with it, bro.
Hit us with it.
All right, so like the one that I came up with today is I was gonna go back and like reinform you guys about the Anunnaki.
I'm not tired of these Anunnaki motherfuckers.
Hey, well listen, dog.
I said that's the aliens, right? An
Yeah,
alien species.
but they were like humanoid.
Okay. Like Greys?
No, these right here were like more like us. This is like this is our creation story I'm about to tell you.
They're not like us.
They not like us.
They were around like like 200,000 years ago, basically, is like when they say that fucking like Adam was made and shit like that. But I'll get to that part.
We had a good thing going on before you came along.
2,000 years ago.
I hate to be bullied.
I quit, dude.
He's gonna say his head hurts and people's over.
I got people over. I gotta get off.
I always have people over. It's called children.
Yeah.
2,000 years ago. All right,
All right, I'm gonna jump into it. All right, so about 150 years ago, they started like an archaeological dig in Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is what that means is it's the land between the rivers, and the rivers are the Tigris and the Euphrates River. So this is like basically Iraq. You know what I mean? It was in the Bible. It was called Shinar, and today we called it summer back then. So it was like the land of summer.
That's what I think of that.
Huh?
That part's what I think of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, I need you to tell me more about my people.
So it's like
Mbungas. What were them people you said would be me? The Mbungas?
how big is that? Are those two real rivers, right? Tigris?
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
they're
real.
How big is this area?
How big are you?
I mean, it's pretty big. It's like it's like a fork in the river, and like off to your left is Egypt and shit like that. So it's like Egypt, Iraq, all that shit right there is like in the same little land mass, but it's like a big land mass, if that makes any sense. But so
So it's like Saudi Arabia.
yeah, it's the Middle East over there.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So
wait, hold on. No, I don't. I see the Red Sea. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm stupid. Go ahead.
all right, so
I'm in the right area.
when we was digging up that spot of land, we came across some clay tablets, right? And they were called the Enuma Elish, and they're called that, which means the epic of creation. And we found clay tablets and cylinders. Like the way that they wrote shit it's called cuneiform, and it was done on like a cylinder is like you take, and it's like they would like draw in clay and make it a cylinder, and then you would basically fucking like wet that shit and then roll it out, and it would tell a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but throughout all the different fucking clay tablets and stuff we found, which date back to 3,800 BC. So this is like almost 4,000 years before Jesus was born. And so they date back to fucking what year is it? 2025. It's like a little over 5,000 years ago. But we get the story of the
Huh? They got him. They finally got him.
Yeah. Man, so he was boring us so bad he started fucking boring himself to sleep, dog.
He fucking fell asleep, bro.
Hey.
on it Eridu, the house of the faraway built.
Can you hear us?
We ain't heard you for like 10 minutes.
Are y'all for real?
I swear to fucking God. You went silent and then just kept on when you returned.
What did you hear? What's the last thing you heard?
I don't know.
You're speaking too fancy for me, Bubba.
Damn, dude. That sucks.
I swear it went like completely silent.
Talking about rolling a joint and it makes a story.
Yeah, you said something about you being a Rolling Stone and Mama developed a habit or some shit.
Damn, dude. Oh, my mic had died. That's what happened.
What a
Damn, dude.
noob getting towards his mind.
Did you hear why I said it'd be like 5,000 years ago added up?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear about what I told you the word Anunnaki means?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but I heard it, but tell Eric just in case.
Okay. All right. Anunnaki means those who from heaven came to earth, and 50 of them landed in the Persian Gulf. And like I said, I think the Persian Gulf is what forks off into the Euphrates and the Tigris, if I remember. And they came to shore
The
under.
Persian Gulf.
Here's
See,
my
one
problem
side's the
with
Red
that.
Sea and one side's the Persian Gulf.
Like, how long ago are we talking them landing? Because if you were talking about that long ago, were the fucking continents still connected? Like, how far back are we
Who
talking?
knows, dude? All right, so the tablets that we found were now added up with our time is they were dated back to about 5,000 years ago. But the story tells of a like it's gonna go into the creation of like man and stuff like that, which was dated like we think around like 250,000 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so probably, I mean, I'm not like an expert in goddamn the continental drift, but some of this was taking place when we were a big ass mass of land.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because like the Tigris River might have not have been the Tigris. That's my only thing
Well, see,
when shit does that, is that shit used to didn't be a river. The Tigris River probably used to be like a fucking ocean, bro.
well, here's what's crazy is whenever I get like later in the story, it's gonna talk about Eden. And Eden, like the Eden in the Bible. Well, they also had an Eden, but Eden was a fucking city. And in the city and the Bible, and like there in these clay tablets and in the Bible, the city or Eden was located where four rivers meet. Well, archaeologists and scientists and shit, they done what Eric's talking about, and they like kind of rewound fucking, you know, like look back in time and stuff like that about like what could possibly be there. And there was two major rivers that also linked up with those two. So, but they're not there no more due to fucking history and weather and all that good stuff. But I'll get to that spot. But they came under the leadership of EA, and which is it means
The
he's
game company.
yeah, for real. He's who houses water because it came from the water or whatever. And
Who
he
came
was
from
a
the water?
scientist. EA, which is all his that's Inky. His Earth name was Inky. And he was the scientist of everybody. He was like the brilliant scientist, and he was the son of the guy who led the Anunnaki. He was like the leader of the Anunnaki, but the Anunnaki came from Nibiru. And what they came to Earth to do is 50 Anunnaki came and started distilling the waters of the Persian Gulf to get gold out of the water. And they were going to suspend it in the atmosphere of Nibiru as a shield of gold particles to protect the atmosphere because their atmosphere was failing. And they weren't getting enough gold, and they moved off because Africa is right below this. So they moved to the like southeastern Africa, and they called it Abzu. And they were mining for gold there, and more Anunnaki came to Earth, and it was like 600 altogether. It wasn't very many. And then in space, um, was the Igigi, and that means those who observe and see, and they remained in orbit and shit like that. And there was like 300 of them, so it was like 900 Anunnaki altogether that came to Earth. But it's just like thinking back to like you got some shit that's dated 3,000 something years ago, and they talking about shit like people chilling up in space and spacecrafts and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Also, hold on, I'll get there. Hold on. To make sure there was no failures, Inky's dad, Anu, which means the heavenly one, he was the ruler of Nibiru, sent to Earth Inky's brother, which was Enlil. Enlil was like the commander. It's like what he's like, kind of like if you look at old buddy from Superman. What's that dude's name? Oh, but yeah, but
Wait, you talking about
you
like
know
the bad guy from Superman,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Lex Luthor?
No, not Lex Luthor. The guy that was like a Kryptonian. Anyway, he
Yeah.
was the
Damn, bro.
you know what I'm
What are you
talking
talking
about.
about?
Now I'm be damn, it's like
General
Zorg or
Zod?
some shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
Zod.
Zod, yeah.
yeah, it's not have say Zorg.
I
Zorg.
was like,
Ain't that the motherfucker from Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, Zerg.
Zurg.
Zurg.
Yeah.
Um, so Enlil, which means, like I said, it's Lord of the Command. He was like a strict disciplinarian and administrator and shit like that. He was sent to like oversee the Anunnaki because they were like supposed to mine for gold and shit, but they were like, man, this fucking sucks, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this fucking sucks ass. So he was sent to like discipline them and make them like, mine for gold and shit. Um, Inky was sent down to oversee the mines of Abzu, which is Africa. And while Enlil took over the command of the 7 cities of gods in Eden, and the way Eden is spelled, like in the tablets back, like I said, 4,000 years before Jesus was born, was E.din. So it was like Eden, and it means home of the righteous ones. So, and this all these cities and shit spanned out between the 2 rivers. So it's like they had fucking like actual cities and shit like that they lived in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And each city was assigned like a special function: mission control centers, a spaceport, a center for metallurgy, which is all the mining and shit like that. And they had a medical center that was ran by Ninma, and her, which means the great lady, and she was a half sister of Enlil and Inky. Um, that's also where the word mother came from, like Ninma, like ma, mother. That's also where we got that word from. Um, the Anunnaki, when they showed up, it was 120 uh SARS before the Great Flood, which is adds up to be 432,000 years ago, dude. A SAR to them, a SAR.
What's up, son? What's
What's
up,
up,
son?
sir?
Hey, you said hey to me.
Oh, my
I
bad.
don't think he. I don't think he noticed Uncle Jova is what he calls him was on the other line.
Jehovah
That's
Witness.
Uncle Bug. But
All right, go ahead. Wait,
yeah, my
the
bad.
flood was that long ago? Talking about
Allegedly.
no.
The Anunnaki came 120 SARS. All right, SARS is one Earth, or it's one rotation of Nibiru around Earth, which is 3,600 years. So for them to be on Earth 3,600 years is only passing 1 year to them, because that's the rotation of Nibiru around the sun and all that good shit right there. It's 3,600 fucking years, dude. So um so they showed up 120 SARS ago, 120 SARS before the flood that's like in every fucking religion, the Great Flood, and that adds up to be 432,000 years ago. Um, and for 40 SARS, which is like around 144,000 years, um, they fucking mined for gold on Earth by themselves. So the Anunnaki, started like mating and shit like that, and they became whatever, and they had a colony here. And for 144,000 years, they basically just chilled here. Um,
So you talking about like with that Noah guy?
yeah, yeah, the flood of Noah and stuff
That's
like that.
is that not like the same time as Jesus?
Yeah, that was. But they showed up. They showed up 432,000 years before this, before Jesus. But these texts that we get this information from showed up. Is written like 3,800 years before Jesus. So this is like a 4,000-year-old text. What really now, like I said, is around like 5 to 6,000 years old, and it's
Where the
talking
fuck's the
about.
text at now?
I don't know where they got them, dude. They're it's all clay tablets and stuff like that. I'm sure they're in a museum or put up somewhere. Um, um,
Are we talking about like
so,
a separate flood or that flood?
Well, I mean,
uh,
there's evidence of a great flood. We just
yes,
don't know which one of the stories is. I mean, there's like 100 fucking people saying that that's their flood.
yeah,
All
exactly.
we
And
know
Oh,
is that
okay.
there is evidence on our like Earth that there was a flood. Like
yeah,
that's been, I'm pretty sure, proven. Yeah, I just think it's like everything Joseph's saying is it's the same thing as other religions. It's just which one's true. You know what I mean? They all somehow correlate, which makes it even more interesting.
yeah, that's what's fucking crazy, dude.
Is that like fucking religions thousands of years apart all have the same goddamn thing
Yeah,
in some way, and you just have to be like, which one's, you know what I mean? Which one's
yeah.
Yeah.
true?
Like so, 144,000 years into it, they mutiny, dog. They're like, look, bro, this fucking sucks. We're not doing it. Fuck Nibiru, fuck gold, fuck all that stuff right there. We're just not gonna do it no more. And we got this text that's it's in Akkadian, is what it's written in, but it talks about, it's called the Atra Hasis, and this right here is basically our fucking
What'd you say, the Kamiha Sutra or whatever it's called? A
oh
book about fucking.
stupid.
That's the one I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
one I won't.
But it's called the Atra Hasis, and it's written in Akkadian, which is the tongue of Babylonians, the Assyrians, and the Hebrews. Um, but oh, hell, on. The four rivers I was talking about, where Eden is
Hmm.
it's the Tigris, Euphrates, the Kuwait, and the Quran River. The other two aren't there anymore. But moving on from that shit.
Let's
Um,
talk about
Can I can I can I bring something to the table that's not what Joseph's talking about, but I would like to talk about a little stuff that's historical but also a mystery. Just real quick to throw in,
Mhm.
yeah,
or is that illegal? Ha- have,
you'll get it right up in the mail. It's cool.
oh, okay. I just want to know if y'all ever, I don't know why what Joseph's talking about made me think of this. Have y'all ever heard of the dancing plague?
No,
Yeah, I
You
think
have
I have.
where
I feel
people
like I
and
have.
like back when like you really couldn't get information that far, people from completely different places started dancing until they died.
Yeah, yeah, I
Mm.
saw that. I can't remember
And
what I saw
it's like
though.
100% fact. Like we know for a fact. Well, they like try to be like no, but like there's multiple records about it. So it's like basically every historian says it's fact. They just don't know why. They all have different reasons on why the people did it, but the people legit got in the street, danced until they fell over dead.
Hmm. Yeah, I
And it
heard about
happened,
that.
I think, like 3 places, like completely random, not connected. So you can't be like the water's poison.
Somebody poisoned the water hole.
That shit's just crazy. Like, watch it be connected to some of the shit Joe's talking about. Some of these weird fucking things throughout history that no one can explain.
Hmm.
it's probably
He,
like just this random village, and this dude's just like fucking, he's skinning his goat and shit like that, and this other dude's peeling his chicken back, and a fucking alien comes through and fucking beams dubstep in their head, and they can't stop themselves from raving.
that's probably
Probably.
possible. I mean, the
Probably.
Egyptians for sure were visited by something.
Yeah. All right. So when I get on, like, keep going on, it's going to talk about that, because, like I said, 1 year to these people are 300 or 3,600 years. So, and a lot of people believe that because Inky and Alil, they eventually don't like each other. They eventually like start a war between their people and all that shit right there. And people still believe that that's when, like, you look at like sacred bloodlines of people that are still on the earth now, and these fucking like the Illuminati kind of, but you've got these different governments that are against each other. It's like the different factions of Enlil and Inky is what people, there's some people that think that. But but Lil was like, "Hey, look, bro, I'm gonna start fucking punishing y'all because y'all don't want to fucking mind." And Inky, the scientist, had a solution, and he said, "We're gonna create a primitive worker," and they called it the Adamu, which is the atom, which is the atom where we get it from fucking the Bible and stuff like that. And which is crazy because the atom is also like the atom is what like atoms make up everything. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, but Inky went and found a humanoid creature in Africa, which was the product of evolution, which is basically like a fucking caveman. He like went and found a caveman, the Homo erectus, probably the problem is probably what it was. You know what I mean? And in the Atrahasis, it says, "Bind upon it the image of the gods," which is the Anunnaki. Right? Give it our image. And in the Bible, God says, "Let us create man in our image." You know what I mean? He says our image in the Bible. And this is where Homo sapiens come from. And the Anunnaki leaders agreed, and they went and got Ninmah, the chief medical officer, that lady I was telling you about. And after like a lot of trial and error, they got the result that I was looking for. And that's when they renamed Ninmah to Ninti, which is Lady of Life. And working in a laboratory called Bit Shimti, the house of where the winds of life. It's
That's
the
what I was
house,
about to say.
the house of where the wind of life is breathed in. Um, how they got us basically is they took the essence of blood of a young Anunnaki male and they mixed it with the eggs of a female humanoid, and then they fertilized those eggs. They took those eggs and they inserted
They
it in.
fucked.
Well, see, it's like after like just a lot of fucking just different creations that they couldn't get work. They took the blood of an Anunnaki male, mixed it with the egg of a human, like the Homo erectus human, and then they took that egg out of the human and they planted that egg into a female Anunnaki, and they're the ones that gave birth to the Homo sapiens that we are now, or a form of us anyway. It was like more intelligent, you know what I mean? And they did all this just so they didn't have to fucking mine gold. And after that, it's like they basically did like a mass production of us, and um preparing mixtures of it. And the mixture was called, like what they made us out of, or the mixture of everything, together that makes us, they called it's like ti.it, and it means that which is with life. And then in the Bible, it's like, they talk about the clay that molds us and shit like that. um
It was the Isu that made us as
Isu.
slaves. They made us as slaves. And then one day we rebelled. And the two that rebelled were Adam and Eve. That's the plot of Assassin's Creed.
No, Adam and Steve.
Which honestly has so many similarities to what fucking Joe was talking about.
Yeah,
It
I ain't got
literally.
too much left to go.
No, I mean, I'm vibing.
Um, all right. See, in this story right here, the versions of us that was created, we couldn't procreate. So the only way that we could be born and reproduce and shit was coming from, you know, like I said, their DNA mixed with one of our eggs and then implanted into their women for them to carry us and birth us. And the this areas were kind of like the we were given like the means to procreate, and which is in the Bible it's like the tree of life, you know what I mean?
Mm.
um like in the Bible it's like the serpent comes to trick Adam and Eve, and the Hebrew word of for serpent was Nahash. It means he of the copper, and he who knows or solves secrets. Inky in Sumerian was given the nickname Buzur, which means he who solves secrets and he of the metal mines. So it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like So in the Bible, you got the snake, which is he of the copper, or the one that knows secrets. But Inky was also known as he who solves secrets, and he of the metal mines. So that's like of the metal also. So like Inky was the devil in their story, or in our story, he was the devil basically.
He was the snake.
He was the snake, but also, and when you turn it around, Inky, oh yeah, the Sumerian symbol for Inky was a serpent, and the intertwined snakes that are healing today, like the double helix thing, the fucking two snakes that are wrapped around like that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for it's like a medical sign for healing and shit like that. That's where that it came from. It came from it's like DNA. It's like the sign of DNA, the double helix, and it comes from Inky back in the day. And Inky passed this symbol down to his son, Ningish Zeta, who was who was
Who the
also
fuck's
known.
naming these guys, bro?
I don't know, dog. But Ningish Zeta was he was he throughout time. Remember, I said 1 year to them is 3,600 years, dog. So throughout time, they're the gods of the other stories. Nigga Zeta, who he was the Egyptian
That's
god.
for sure. Cutting it. I hope the audio's clear on that one.
Hey, boy, you getting close, bro.
Hey, that was that was too close, Bubba. Good fucking God, son.
That boy NZ.
His dad's from Nicaragua, bro. So he gets a pass.
Yeah. But throughout time, he was also known as the Egyptian god Thoth or Toth, or however the fuck you say that name. And he was the Greek god Hermes.
Joseph said 7 cuss words and 15 slurs, all disguised as alien names.
Do what I do, cool.
We're back with the Big It Boy podcast. We'll be here all day. What the fuck?
We're gonna have to cut it short because we're already over an hour.
Okay.
Bug said the moment the slurs started coming out, he's cutting it off.
Yeah.
He said the new race is called the Fagotopians. What the hell? That's some good shit.
But like, to sum it up real fast, fucking, we was given the thing to procreate. Fucking thousands of years passed. There was a pact made between fucking Enlil and Inky and shit like that. And it was like Enlil called for the destruction of mankind. They tried to starve us out, but crops still grew and shit like that from the dew in the mornings and shit like that. We also got crops. And so basically what was happening was like a GG in space, the 300 that was in space was like, look, fucking Nibiru's about to come back around, and when it does, the gravitational pull of it is gonna fuck up all kind of shit. It's gonna fucking make the ice caps fall, the break, all kind of shit. And all right, so and Lil was like, all right, dog, well, we're gonna get all the Anunnaki off the earth, and the flood's gonna fucking come. You know what I mean? We're just gonna let the flood wipe them out. This is where the flood comes from. And fucking Inky Inky tried to warn the humans, like, so he got with a dude, and
That is yours.
Joe's gonna be the reason we don't get famous.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
So is that Inky guy like fucking Jehovah Witness guy? What's his name? Noah?
Oh no. All right. So Inky was not allowed to like talk to he wasn't allowed to talk directly to the humans, right? So he basically like fucking went around that pact with his brother and Lil and was like, I'm gonna warn them some other how. This is kind of where divine intervention comes, because it's like in the story he talks to a wall. He's like telling the wall a story about like, hey, this is what's about to come. And but he's really talking to a dude. The Sumerians called the guy Zeosundra. The Babylonians called him Atrahasis, which is also the name of the creation story that I'm telling you about. And the Bible called him Noah. Enki gave him measurements to the ark or boat to build and how the waterproof it with tar and shit like that. But instead of animals to bring, because it was the seed of animals, because Enki was a scientist and a biologist. So it was like Enki could, after the flood ended and shit like that, he could take all that DNA like he did with us and just fucking recreate all these animals. You know what I mean? Instead of wiping out everything on Earth. And like I said, that makes a lot more sense to carry the DNA and shit of animals than it is to fucking carry two of every animal ever on a boat. Except for the unicorns, they was left behind.
Well, do go out there and jerk off every animal.
I mean, I'm sure if
You
if you're a
haven't?
fucking scientist, dude, that can create other species, dog, I'm sure you can get the DNA of animals without jerking them off.
I mean, but like back
Speak
in
for
the day,
yourself.
though.
Yeah, I know, but you're talking about back then, but we're also talking about a fucking race of species that came from space.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like this is like an advanced civilization of people, dude. Um just and like throughout the fucking just throughout time, like they were just different gods, bro. It's like they've been around forever and they've been worshipped as different gods through different civilizations. Like Enki and Enlil, uh like the Egyptian god, how you say his name? Ta. It's like Ptha, or Ptah. That was Enki, and Ra was his son Marduk. The Egyptian god Ra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their niece Ishtar, which
I'm about tired of this shit. I'm tired of it,
Ishtar.
Grandpa. The problem with all these religions, Joseph, is that if something like that existed, it would be a fourth dimensional being, which our senses are proven to not be able to see. So we wouldn't know this because we wouldn't be able to see them, hear them, touch them. They could not even appear to us. If aliens were in fourth dimension, they could literally come do something to us, and we wouldn't know. They would pass through us like a fucking ghost.
yeah, but see, there's different types.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, like, if they're
I'm
doing the
saying like,
craziest shit like that, they're probably for sure fourth dimensional. So we wouldn't even be able to see them. That's why I don't know why
I don't think the
Jesus is.
Anunnaki was fourth dimension. I do believe the reptilians are though. And also, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I'll just go ahead and quit where I'm at right now. But fucking, it was like a few weeks ago. They done another thing. I might already told y'all about it, where they subpoena all these fucking high up government people to court and shit like that, and make them tell the truth and stuff like that. And they came out. This dude, this really old man, he got in there and he was like saying that it is confirmed that we know of like 4 different alien species. And one of them is the reptilians. The reptilians, the Nordics, all the shit that I got written down to tell you guys about was confirmed through the government already. And that was a couple weeks ago.
That thing
So,
come around my house, I kill it.
yeah. So the Greys, so right now I know they know of the Greys, the Nordics, which are, I think the Nordics are the Anunnaki because they're like Scandinavian, like white folks looking with blonde hair. So it's like, it's Eric, the Mazungas.
The Mazungas, baby.
The
The
Mazungas,
problem,
baby.
I see. I believe in the races you're talking about. I do not believe the stories as far as I can fucking throw. Because
Well, I
we
mean,
wouldn't
this is
know.
also a story from fucking 5,000 years ago, dude.
That's what makes it
But
less believable. That's when you had less understanding of
yeah,
the world.
but
I believe
I
all
didn't have time to just keep going into it. But it literally goes to where these people are on fucking clay tablets is where we get all this information. And these motherfuckers are here they're talking about rocket ships, dude. They're talking about how they take off into space. They're talking about they literally just talked about fucking DNA. They knew what DNA was, bro. How the fuck do they know what DNA is 5,000 years ago? There's no fucking way.
Yeah,
Just shit like
probably the
that.
aliens are true, but like the stories, you would just be taking someone's word. How do we know the aliens aren't full of shit just like we are? Do you believe every goddamn Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes and tells you something? Aliens,
No,
people
not
judge
really.
aliens like they're different. There's not lying aliens. That's what I'm saying. It's all stories. Like the chances that everything that's written on them tablets being true, just like the 10 Commandments, it's goddamn 0.1%. Are there reptilians? Fucking 100%. Are they aliens? 100%. But do we have a slightest clue of their background and shit? Fuck no, we don't even know what
Probably
created
not.
us. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
probably
letting you
some.
know. The reason I got all this stuff written down is to just give you guys information of what humans have written down as in our history and what we think we know. So
Yeah,
this
no,
is the
for
stories
sure.
that we have. So it's like we
Yeah.
might not know, but this is our story of this is our understanding of it. This is the
No, no,
human
100%.
understanding
Like
of
the
it. That's why
Nordic
I be trying
people
to tell
being
you guys
blind
this
and
shit.
shit, that makes sense where it just randomly popped up in our mutation.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
because
saying. Like,
see,
I don't think you're wrong. I think just when you get into shit where they start telling these fantastical stories, that's where I withdraw from.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, what people, alien or not, wouldn't fabricate things to make it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like 100 fucking years ago, hundreds of years ago, when they talked about how Alexander the Great died, they definitely didn't say the motherfucker died of malaria. 110% didn't.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I believe everything you're saying. Like, the chances of there being an alien that's lizard like, fucking probably. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, like the the blue eyed, blonde hair people, 100%. Like, I believe everything you're saying. It's just when it comes to the stories, like, how the fuck do you know? But it could be true. What if the people told them? Like, if the
yeah.
people told them,
It's
they
just
could be. It's 50-50.
yeah, but it's just when I think of fucking the primitive fucking human 5,000 years ago, and they have a story like this, dude. They literally wrote on clay tablets, my dude, because they didn't have fucking paper. They wrote with fucking wet clay and a stick, dog. But they wrote about fucking spaceships and stuff like
No, no, no. I
and
don't think the
DNA and
humans are
fucking
lying. I think the humans definitely had to hear that from an alien. There's, like you said, there's no way they could know that.
yeah,
It's impossible. It's like no scientist can argue how the fuck the Bible didn't know about dinosaurs, but these people longer ago knew about. Yeah, I'd like, no, I 100%
yeah,
agree. I'm saying, like, however they found out, like, the fucking Cthulhu's fought the goddamn Argonians 10,000. How do you know that's true? Because our history's wrong, probably. Or maybe it ain't. Maybe all of it's true.
yeah. Well,
No,
all
the
I can
people
give you
definitely
guys,
got told that
all
shit.
I'm trying to give our listeners and you guys is the information of it, and then you just kind of take it from there.
No, I like that. That's why I like taking it from there. Like, it could be true, but like it could, you never fucking know. But 100%, there's no way they could know about
Yeah.
the
Well,
fucking. You know what I mean?
it does end up with the race of humans like spreading up through the Caucasus Mountains and stuff like that. And we populated like fucking whatever's up there.
Yeah,
I done put my
something
book
has
up.
interfered with human beings for sure. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying the stories could be fabricated. If what you're saying is genuinely from that far ago, and they knew about DNA, then there's absolutely 100% no way they were lying. You
Yeah.
simply cannot know. People didn't know gravity
Also,
existed 100 years ago.
listen, what's
So
crazy also is like I said, I didn't make it to a lot of stuff that I wanted to tell you guys about because I know I'll be droning on about fucking different shit.
But fucking um we do all right, also found with all those things right there on cylinders is maps of our solar system, like written in fucking clay, dude. Okay, so but it's like um in their solar system writings, we're not the third planet, we're the seventh. Now think of not starting at the sun going out towards Pluto, because then we're the third. But if you're a fucking alien species
Pluto's
coming
not a
from the
planet.
depths of space, dog, and you're passing all these planets, you're like, oh, well, there's one, which is Pluto or whatever. Here's number two, you know what I mean? And then you count to all the way to seven, and you're like, all right, take a right turn at the fucking seventh planet, and you're gonna land on Earth. That was like they had fucking they had instructions and directions of how to get to Earth, like to tell other fucking Anunnaki and stuff how to get to Earth. So 5,000 years ago, these dudes had on clay tablets, dog, written in fucking poop and sticks and shit.
Hey guys.
Was the fucking solar system but it was backwards because they were told that they were the seventh planet coming from the outside in. They
Look, they were
fucking knew
lied to.
that, dog. How the fuck did they know about Pluto out there and you can't see that shit?
Nobody's gonna believe you, Joseph, if you think Pluto's a planet.
Well, I'm
You
just
already
saying.
spreading false
Bro,
information.
Pluto's a
though.
planet, bro. I don't agree with that.
All right,
Y'all
Jerry.
Y'all stop fucking with Pluto.
I said Pluto's a planet, baby.
But yeah, that's basically what I got. I ain't getting to a lot of it, but there's a lot of different shit like that doesn't make any sense.
No,
That's
I
pretty
mean,
sweet.
there's a couple governments that's already said like the Ark of the Covenant existed. Like, there's some things that I bet it's 100% telling the truth. At the end of the day, it's just one of them things where like you never know how truthful these things are, but they could be aliens. So what if they're so high of advanced and shit that they don't lie? That's also
Oh, they're
insinuating.
high, all right.
Yeah, they're high. That's insinuating they're like human beings. You know what I mean? They could be telling 100% the truth. You never know. Only humans might be a big fucking bunch of liars. You really don't know. If them bitches are traveling the galaxies, they have to be light years ahead of us.
Yeah, a
They
billion
could have
percent. And
bred
this is
out.
over
Yeah.
400,000 years ago. So
Imagine them now. Yeah.
imagine
They
them
could have
now.
bred out liars. You know what I mean? You fucking don't know.
Mm-mm.
All right, we got to get off here.
Yeah.
We'll pick it up on the next one.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear about the Manungans, bro.
Give me if you're listening, you can have my spot.
You can have that spot.
Yeah, please. He's got company over.
Yeah, we're going to end it there. Because I got to go.
All right. Well, bye.
He's got to go number 2. Bye.
Bye.